Good morning, students. This is the fifth video of the chapter Colonialism and the City. And in this video, we will discuss a subtopic, that is the planning and design of Lutyens Delhi. We already discussed that how New Delhi was designed and why the need was there to construct a New Delhi or a new city, because already old Delhi was there. So what was there which motivated the Britishers to construct for a new city? That was New Delhi. So we will discuss about this in this video. In fact, we have to understand that the foundation stone for the construction of New Delhi was laid down in the year 1911 in the Delhi Darbar. The Darbar was organized in order to mark the glory of the Britishers. So that particular Darbar was organized, and in that Darbar it was decided that a New Delhi would be constructed. Thereafter the responsibility for designing of New Delhi was given to Lutyens and Herbert Baker. These two important architects were there who were given responsibility. And the new city that was to be designed was decided that all the problems that was there in the old city, it will not be replicated. So here second point is that when the design was made by the Lutyens and the Herbert Baker, the design was very unique. First of all, they focused on the streets, because in the old city, in the old Delhi, they found the problem was there mainly for the streets, and because of the streets, and streets were very congested. There was very congestion there. The streets were not very connected. Problem was there with the streets. So it was decided that the streets will be formed and all the streets will cut each other at 90 degrees, so that person coming from one direction can easily pass to other direction. And in between, a circle is there, and the circle was there to connect all the four important crossroads. So here it was made like crossroad and cutting across each other at 90 degrees. So that was the unique feature about the Lutyens plan when he designed it for Delhi, for New Delhi. Now you have to understand that when the design was ready, it was very surprising, because geometrical shapes were included in that design. New type of things were introduced. The things that was there in Paris, that was there in London, it was almost replicated. In London and Paris also, the same type of system is there. That roads are cutting each other at 90 degrees. So same type of system, same type of geometrical methods while constructing the road or while designing the road was adopted in the Lutyens design also. And that was unique at that time, because before that the roads were constructed but in a different manner, in an old form. But this time the roads of Paris, London and all the advanced countries' roads were copied, or it was replicated by Lutyens and Herbert Baker. Now thereafter one more thing was added, and that makes the design unique. And what was that? It was decided to include natural and historical wonders. It was decided to include natural and historical wonders in New Delhi. So what is natural wonders? Like parks, like green belts, green areas, in order to give oxygen to the area, fresh oxygen to the New Delhi. It was also decided to add some important historical places, like you may have seen that Rashtrapati Bhavan, India Gate, these were included. And many of these things are added. Now, Humayun Tomb was also included. I mean to say that different historical wonders and natural wonders were added to New Delhi in order to glorify it. So the design was almost ready, and the design was not perfect yet at the time. That is why both the architects decided to go with more plans. They first of all focused They focused and they laid down administrative areas. You have to understand that when the design was made, first of all, they focused mainly on the streets, widening the streets. The streets were made, the streets were designed that was free from any type of congestion or traffic. Now, second thing, that was the most important thing about Lutyens' design, that in that particular design, we focused mainly on the administrative areas. Did not only design only one specific building or only one specific area, but he designed almost the entire area that was termed as the administrative area. So what was the specification? What was the unique things about the specific area? So here you have to understand, you can see on the board also, the three important monuments has been displayed here. Rashtrapati Bhavan, Secretariat and Parliament. The three important buildings are there, or administrative buildings are there, and these are the epicenter of Indian administration. Rashtrapati Bhavan, Secretariat and Parliament. These three were given focus in the design that was made by architects like Lutyens. Now what was the special about it? Some features, special features were very common to all the important administrative area building. First of all, almost all the administrative areas building were constructed on the Rasina Hill. Rasina Hill was known for its simplicity as well as for its upliftment. So Rasina Hill was chosen because it was almost congestion free area and it was chosen because it was uplifted in structure. So Rashtrapati Bhavan, Secretariat and Parliament, these were decided, they decided to go on with the Rasina Hill. So basically, you'll have to understand that first of all, mainly these structures of these administrative buildings were constructed on Rasina Hills. Now what is the second specification? Second is that almost all the buildings are having the dome-like structure. You may have seen that in monks, in Buddhas, in Buddhist structures, sculptures, or in Buddhist structure, you may have seen the dome-like structure. In different old buildings also, in different tombs also, you may have seen the dome-like structure. So that type of dome-like structure was also replicated. It was also copied and it became part of the administrative buildings. So administrative buildings were earmarked with dome-like structure so that it can be easily visible from distance. It can be easily located even from great distance. So with that purpose, administrative areas buildings were constructed with dome-like structure. So that was the unique thing about it. The third thing was the use of jalis or the sandstone railings. So in all the buildings that has been displayed here, like Rashtrapati Bhavan, Secretariat and Parliament, in all the buildings, the sandstone railings has been used. And it is this is a really unique thing in that building. So all the structures, all the important buildings that was made by Lutyens, it consisted of railings and it was made up of sandstone. So it is the common feature that is common to all the administrative buildings, be it Rashtrapati Bhavan, Secretariat or Parliament, or some other buildings were also there that was constructed, that was designed by Lutyens and Herbert Baker. Now, after that, we'll have to understand what was the fourth feature that was added there. The fourth feature that was added there was the thick band. The thick band was used. If you are going to watch the building of Parliament, you'll see a thick band-like structure is there. Similarly, in Rashtrapati Bhavan also a thick band-like structure is there from the very, you can say on the very front. You can say on the very front image of the buildings, you can see these band. So these special features were added in the Lutyens Delhi, and this made the design remarkable. And it was really very sensible design that was made by Lutyens and Herbert Baker. The two important architects constructed this. And this is how the new Delhi that we know today came into existence, on the basis of this design also. Many other things were also added later on. It was upgraded also with other shapes and size, and some more designs were added, but basic design was this one that was initiated by Lutyens. And this is how New Delhi was constructed with the help of architects like Lutyens and Herbert Baker. Thank you so much.